So, hope. We all hope for different things at different times. But there's lots of references. I looked up on here how many times that hope was referenced in the Bible. And depending on which bit you look on, because it's very, very good is this, isn't it? There's all different people telling you different stuff. There's round about 129 or 300 and something. So depending which bit you look at. But hope is mentioned lots and lots of times. And one of the earlier ones I saw was in Isaiah. In Isaiah 40. Bob will know this one. I bet you can repeat it, can't you, Bob? Isaiah 40, verse 31. It says, well, from verse 30, it says, even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. That's the hope that we've got, that God gives to us. But we're hoping now for the advent of Jesus coming again. And that hope that Jesus gives us is the hope that we know it's going to happen. We know. I hope the snow clears in a bit. And it will. It will. It might take a while, but we know it will. And we know that Jesus will come back. We know that because he told us he will. We know that because he said, I'll come back. So right now, that candle of hope helps us to think of Christmas coming, where we celebrate the birth of Jesus, where we look at what happened and why did he come? Why did he come as a baby? He could have just come with all his angels, couldn't he? Could have done. But he didn't. He came as a baby for a purpose, and we'll find out about that and the Christmas story as time goes on. But he came to give us hope. And as we look at the world today, with all that's going on, you can understand that a lot of people maybe don't have any hope. Maybe they've got despair. I think particularly of the people that are coming across the channel in those boats. They're coming because they hope for a better life. And to do that, they're taking their lives in their hands, and quite, as we've found out this last week, it can be quite treacherous and deadly. But where they're living now, they have no... How dreadful must you be to put yourself in that sort of a position with your children and your family, to go in a dinghy in this weather to come across? You must be desperate and without hope where you are. So they come in here because they hope for a better life. But we have the hope of Jesus. And I looked up as well, because hope in English is hope. It's a bit like love. It's the one word that we use. But I looked up what hope was in, just so you know, I didn't just throw this together. I looked up where is it now? Hope. The Hebrew word, get this, the Hebrew, oh, that's not the bit I want. It's written in that funny language. It's written in squiggles. That's not the bit I wanted. I hope it's in English somewhere. The Hebrew word for hope, it says, in English, hope is somewhat abstract, an abstract idea of expectation. The word for hope in Hebrew is tikvah. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Tikvah is tikvah. However, is more concrete. In Hebrew, the word means expectation, and it also means cords or rope, which comes from the root of the word, means to bind and to wait for or upon. So that means we're attached, doesn't it? Cords and ropes. And we're waiting for something that we know is going to come. And I also, just to show that I'm not totally gone, I had a look in the Greek. I find that one. Can't find it now. Never mind. but I looked it up in the Greek, and that again has something similar. And the word is E-L-P-I-S-S, peace, I assume, but I don't know just how to say it. But the word hope in the Hebrew, in the time when all these were written, means a lot more. It's a bit like love. There's different things for it, isn't there? Like we've got one word for love, but hope, it's the one thing that we can have. And I think that candle burning, as we look at that throughout the day, helps us to remember what we're hoping for. What are we hoping for throughout this time? I know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for things of this world, but also things beyond here. So I just want to bring that about hope. So we're going to move into a time of sharing. Has anybody got anything they would like to share? At all? You can